Today, I'm going to use my favorite product. Yes, you guessed it. The keyboard. You all know my keyboard is hanging there, but when our product blows up and I get that raise, I'm totally upgrading. Now, let's dive into how to set up relationships between different interfaces. I've set up two APIs, one for the keyboards list and another to select a keyboard for order. Let's start with the first API, the keyboards list API. Click Send and wait. We get the list of products, showing details for two keyboards: mechanical RGB keyboard and wireless keyboard. Which one would you go for? I'll be grabbing the mechanical one ASAP, but hey, no offense if you're more into wireless keyboards. We can see that both keyboards have their unique IDs and prices. Wow, the mechanical one's pricier. I better attract more viewers so I can snag that one sooner. I could use your help here. Please download and support the Echo API products. Let's move on to the second API. The second API is the Select a Keyboard for Order API. I'll pick one of the products from the first API's list to place an order. This one requires a keyboard ID parameter to complete the order. So, how do we keep the dynamic parameter association between the two APIs? We can do it like this. In the keyboards list API, we'll add a processing script in the post response section. This script will execute after the API response is complete. I'll set an environment variable in the processing script and change the variable key to the associated name. Do I need to find and manually type the environment variable value here? Nope, I'll use the post response value, and it'll automatically fill the value in once the processing is complete. I'll add response.json1.keyboardID and set it. Come on, keyboard, you've got this. Now we've got the keyboard ID. Let me double check to see if I missed anything here. Looks good up there. Good. And still looks good. Let's hit send and check if it's stored correctly. Click the tiny settings icon next to the keyboard environment. We'll make the icon more visible soon. The variable values look great here. I'll click save again just to be safe. Next, in the second API, select a keyboard for order. I'll change the value of the keyboard ID parameter here. I definitely haven't forgotten how to do this. Let me type in two left curly brackets here, and it automatically shows the keyboard ID I just created. Let's hover over it to check. It shows a value, confirming the association is set. Select it. Let me figure out what to do next. Got it. No need to modify the content type here. Let's see if the connection holds up with different data. Head back to the keyboard list API and update the JSON code here. Remember, 0 in the list refers to the first item, and 1 refers to the second, and so on. Hit send. Here we go. We can see that the data has updated here, and both the initial and current values reflect the correct information. Let's hover over it and check. It's updated here as well. In the post request, click send again and let's check if it returns the related information. It returns everything we need. Let's check the actual request to see what we really get from the keys we set. This is the ID we want. The keyboard ID matches here. That's a real-world example of handling API dependencies. Hope it helps deepen your understanding of Echo API.